All right, everybody. Game week 19. Let's get locked in here, run through today's slate, see if we can find any advantageous plays for you. Starting with Charlotte at Cleveland. First game of the night. LaMelo Ball is probable. Expect him to go. He's been playing a little bit better lately. Ryan Kalkbrenner, questionable. He's got an elbow injury. I think there's a decent chance he misses this game. And in games that Kalkbrenner has missed this year, it's Moussa Diabate picking up the 34 minutes a night when Kalkbrenner is out of the lineup. Zion James been playing a lot when he's out as well, but that could be in tandem with other people missing. I think it's more Diabate. Production-wise, Knipples had some really good games without Kalkbrenner on the floor. We wanted to look at Diabate over 30 SoRare points or DraftKings points, which are very similar. So maybe one to look at here in Diabate tonight if Kalkbrenner is indeed ruled out. On the Cleveland side of things, you have Donovan Mitchell probable, Sam Merrill up to probable, Craig Porter up to probable. So Cleveland gets a few bodies back in the backcourt. Looking at some minutes estimates here, I think you're going to see your three main guys of Mitchell, Garland, and Tyson all get over 30 minutes. Jared Allen working his way back, 27. Seems on the lower end. Hopefully he can get on the floor for more. This could be an advantageous matchup for Jared Allen. TJ McConnell was just ruled out. Hasn't been updated in the sheet here in RotoWire yet. But we can take a look here. Chet Holmgren now rolled out. I'm getting a lot of notifications as I do this. Siakam, Nembhard, Mathurin all in the 30s here. Mathurin coming off a terrible game. Hopefully we get a bounce back from him tonight. With McConnell out, let's take a look here. So he did miss a bunch of games earlier this season. Jarris Walker got more minutes in those games. Neesmith obviously still out. Mathurin plays big minutes. Production-wise, it's Mathurin. I think you got to go back to him even if he messed you up last week. 44-3 in the two games he played, and McConnell did not. He may just handle the ball a little bit more in those games. Quentin Jackson, he's back from injury. He's looked better with McConnell off the bench. These two guys are probably the most interesting in Indiana tonight. And Mathurin, anytime he's got an L10 under 30, I think he's playable. He's just very volatile. But you can see he can hit into the high 40s for you. He's done it a couple times, but he can also get you 10. So I'm back to playing him this week. Quentin Jackson down at 21. Now, he put up a 1 last time. Played 18 minutes and got 1 point. That's not good enough. You saw what he could do in Golden State when he put up a 60 earlier this year. He's still working his way back from injury. 21, probably a little high for him, but we see the variance here. If he can get big minutes, maybe you have something. And with McConnell out, the opportunity will be there. Boston, Jordan Walsh is questionable. Just an illness. He's missed a couple games this year. Beneficiary minutes-wise, they could spread him around. A couple more for Simons. A couple more for Hauser. Production-wise, Xavier Tillman. I don't think you can do anything with that. It's kind of Jaylen Brown as far as usage goes on this team, and then everybody else. Looking at Dallas, I've heard that Cooper Flagg was at shoot-around today, so hopefully he's good to go. I think he's dealing with an back injury. He's been playing through it, though, and playing big minutes, and the numbers have been there lately. A couple of huge games, so hopefully he's feeling good. Klay Thompson has been upgraded to probable. Expect him to go. Christie dealing with an illness. Came getting word LaMelo is definitely available, and Colin Sexton definitely out for Charlotte. Just to update you there. And Kalkbrenner is now officially ruled out, so Diabate definitely in play tonight. 17 cap with Kalkbrenner out. I think you can definitely play him. So what happens if Max Christie misses? He hasn't missed a game yet this year. Usage goes to Davis, but that would happen anyway. Cooper Flagg, Clay, Russell. If he would break the lineup, a high usage player, Jaden Hardy. Those guys are peripheral bench players that may or may not even get in the game. Biggest jump is Caleb Martin. But again, another guy who may or may not even see the floor. All right, moving to New Orleans. I'm hearing Herb Jones is in tonight. He's been dealing with migraines, but apparently he's okay today. Just got word on that. So we'll just take a quick look at minutes. Expect Herb Jones to play. So New Orleans using a lot of guys. They're going 11 deep. With Zion back, it's taken some away from Derek Queen, unfortunately. Like to see Queen be more aggressive, even with Zion on the floor, but Zion playing well. Just not getting a ton of minutes from anybody here other than Trey Murphy. Moving to Utah, we've got Markkanen still questionable. It's a groin injury. We thought it was a rest day. Turns out it's a more serious injury. He's missed the last 2 games. And when Markkanen doesn't go, you're looking at some more Ace Bailey, some more Kevin Love, except he's out as well. So Taylor Hendricks steps in. Production-wise, it's Hendricks and Bailey. And Collier's been doing well without Markkanen on the floor, so he's another one to look at. So Hendricks with a 14 L10, Collier just 17. I think you can play either of them. You can see Collier's last 3 games have been very good, mid-30s. And while Hendricks hasn't done a whole lot recently, you can see the upside of mid-30s is probably there for him as well. But again, hopefully we get some word on Lauri Markkanen before lock tonight. Peyton questionable for Denver. This has been an interesting one, at least to me. He's missed the last couple of games. And who's filled in for him? Well, interestingly, it's been Jalen Pickett getting a lot of minutes. 23 on average these last 2 games without Watson. And if we look at his production, he's up from about 7 points to 20. Jalen Pickett just a 10 L10. So that's another guy you can try. assuming Watson is still out. Watch for news on that. I just saw that Brandon Clark's going to be out 3 weeks. Brandon Clark just cannot catch a break with these injuries. Edey, Jerome, Conchar, Morant, Pippen, Small, Vince Williams, all out for Memphis. So who's actually still available? Well, Aldama's coming off a career game, 35 minutes. I think you can put him right back in there. 27 L10, I believe. Yep, and you can definitely beat that, especially with this many minutes. Cam Spencer playing huge minutes. He had a big game the other day. He's been putting up 30s and 40s. He's at 31. A little high for me, personally. But he is getting a lot of minutes, so the opportunity will be there. Jalen Wells also at a 30. Well, just like with Cam Spencer, that's a little high for me. He seems pretty consistent, but it's not like he's blowing 30 away. At 34, I think you got to play Jaren Jackson right now, whether you want to or not. Had those 2 huge games, then followed it up with a 39 against the Wizards. It's a tough matchup with OKC. Second matchup of the week is the Jazz, though. I think you got to give him a shot if you got him. Sorry, I know that's what nobody wants to hear. And Cedric Howard at 30, your other starter. And this is a classic rookie. These game logs, you can just tell this guy's a rookie. He kind of hit a wall. He was doing really well early, hit a wall. That L10 fell, which definitely helps. But then he put up a 50, 41 in the last 6 games. He's got 2 over 40, 22 L10. The opportunity is there. If he's aggressive and the shots are falling, you're going to want him in. That upside of 40 or 50 is what you're chasing, obviously. And again, same matchups. You got the Jazz the second game of this week. So even if against OKC, which most people do, you got that good matchup with the Jazz the second game. And everybody's been talking about Jock Landale at his 25. He came up with that 50. Went right back to kind of his year. I don't hate it. Obviously, it's in there. This guy that can knock down some threes for you. You see the ceiling here. He had another game in the 40s. He's capable of this. At 25, I think he's worth a look at least. OKC with Chet out. Looks like they go with some more wings. OKC just so deep at the wing position. Aaron Wiggins gets more minutes. Isaiah Joe gets more minutes. Okay, so Chet's out. So this would be a unique lineup composition. Looks like they'd be starting Kenrich Williams at the 5. He becomes kind of interesting. They're saying 14 minutes, but obviously that's with Chet still in the mix. Once Chet's minutes are gone, I think you get more Kenrich Williams, especially if he's going to start. If he can get 20 minutes, he's a 9L10. I think he can definitely get you in the 20s. This is with 25 minutes. Definitely somebody to consider here. I think you are going to get more wing minutes if Caruso and Wiggins would both miss, or one of them would miss. You're looking at more A.J. Mitchell. I like him. Isaiah Joe, definitely in play. They're just going to lack size here, so this is going to be an interesting matchup with Memphis. So Jaren Jackson's going to be the biggest guy on the floor for a lot of this game. We'll see how these smaller front court players for OKC can match up. And let's look at some on-off here. So without Hartenstein or Holmgren on the floor, or Jalen Williams, so without these 3 big guys, where do they go? Well, they go to SGA. Almost a 38% usage percentage here. Jalen Williams really increases. He's the biggest jump. All right, well, it looks like Kenrich Williams is your guy. Wow, they're going to be really small tonight. So good news for Jaren Jackson. Want to try to start Kenrich Williams, see if you can get a 25 out of him, maybe a 30 with that 9L10. Then a lot of the wing minutes are going to come down to whether Wiggins or Caruso can go, but they're going to be small tonight for sure. Jalen Suggs is doubtful. I don't think he plays. Tristan Da Silva, shoulder injury. He's missed the last 2. I don't think you can count on him. Those 2 games missed. It's been Jace Richardson getting some minutes, Jett Howard getting some minutes. I think both of them are in play. Anthony Black, obviously with Suggs out as well, has been playing a lot. Ben Carroll's scoring has been up these last 2 games. Almost 60 DraftKings points, so that's very similar to the SoRare scoring system. Noah Penda, last 2 games, 27-4. He might be one to look at. Wendell Carter way up. Richardson up to 15.5. Howard up to about 17. Let's look at some L10s. So Jace Richardson at 11. That's going to be a tough one to play. Jett Howard at a 16. I think you can take a crack at that. You can see he had a 27, had a 47 back here. If you can get a lot of minutes, maybe he's a good play. Paolo at 33. Obviously, we know he's a great play right here. Great spot for him, coming off a 61 and a 50. He's pretty much an auto play if you have one. Noah Penda, the rookie. 10L10, coming off a 45. Filled it up. Did everything for him in this win over the Jazz in a close game. So I think he may be earning some more minutes. At a 10L10, he's kind of an obvious play to me if you have one. And still pretty affordable. You want to take a crack at that. And Wendell Carter, you can see his production's been up here the last couple games without Da Silva. 28L10, I think he's definitely in play as well. Penda, though, that's interesting. I'll pick 13 and 12 with 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Okay. Yeah, that jumps up. And with a 10L10, I don't know how you can ignore it. So watch for that Da Silva news, but Da Silva hasn't been playing great, so maybe Penda's passed him with that wonderful performance last time out. I guess we'll see. Curry still out. Al Horford still out, so not much to report here with the Warriors. We're looking at bigger minutes for Curry and Butler, like always. Draymond Green got ejected last game. He should be fresh. Moody and Post, the other starters. Podziemski, big minutes off the bench. And then we're playing a whole bunch of guys between 5 and 16 minutes. I think you can kind of ignore all of them. Will Richard actually had a nice game last time out. But, yeah, too many guys, not enough minutes to go around. Duren is probable, so I'd expect him to go. Ron Holland, questionable. Now, Holland's been playing really well, so that's unfortunate. Duren's L10 is dropping. He hasn't had a great game in a while. Started out like a house of fire this year, and he's kind of cooled off. I felt like he was better without Tobias Harris playing. And since Harris came back, Duren's numbers have gone down. Obviously, you can play Cade anytime. Let's take a look at Holland. Left knee soreness. It's a younger player. He doesn't have any huge games in here. He hasn't missed a game this year, so we'll have to look at the on-off court numbers. Tolu Smith. Okay, so we're going to ignore that. No real change here. This is a deep enough bench player where he doesn't really move the needle a whole lot. All right, so we're without Scoot, Holiday, Tybal, and Wesley for the Blazers. Jeremy Grant is questionable. Jeremy Grant's been having quietly a really nice year. Achilles, don't like this. Jeremy Grant been injured a lot over the last couple years. He's been playing a ton of minutes, and now he's got an Achilles. I would say he probably doesn't go tonight. Because why? It's Portland. Do they really care if they win or not? I don't know. He's missed a couple games. It's been Chris Murray, Sissoko. Hanson's interesting. We'll see if we can find anything for him production-wise. Yeah, Hanson. He's been DNPing for at least a couple games. I kind of want to see what he can do. Giant, 7'1", 270. They got a lot of these guys on this team, but mostly in the G League for the last couple games. I think we can probably ignore him. Got to see it first. All right, so no 10 minutes, but of course that's with De Silva in the mix. If De Silva's ruled out, I think his minutes go up. You got 2 games, both on the road, back-to-back. So he can definitely play more than 10 minutes in one of them. I think the 25.69 for a ceiling is probably low if he gets more minutes than this. This guy's been productive, 1.19 points a minute. I think I'm going to go pick one up, honestly. I do like when younger guys, 21-year-old, get a chance to play like he did against Utah and really put up a huge score. That's really encouraging. Makes you think they just want some minutes. Prove what they can do. And obviously, if he can keep doing it, he's going to stay in the rotation a little bit here. They've got enough injuries where he would have a spot right now. All right, that's today's slate. Of course, I'll be around all day updating. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for being here. Welcome to our 2 newest subscribers. And good luck. And Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate this week.